This is one of Marvel's most important heroes, a iconic first cover by Jack Kirby, and the comic community still doesn't consider this a grail? Today, we're gonna talk about why that's a huge mistake. Black Panther #1 is the most undervalued book in the Bronze Age, and we're gonna prove today that it's worthy of Grail status and why this book's time is coming. I'm EQ, this is True Believer Comics, let's talk about it. In this series, we follow T'Challa's adventures outside of Wakanda, mixing superhero action with Kirby's trademark cosmic weirdness. Historically, it's so important because this was the first ongoing solo series of a black superhero in mainstream comics. Yet, if you look at the market values, CGC 9.8 copies often sell for $1,000, and lower grades, $50. Compare that to other first issues of the same era or minor keys, and it just doesn't add up. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's see what defines a comic book grail. And from my research, there's usually 3 things that make a comic book a grail. There's historical significance, a first appearance or a major event, there's scarce and high grade, and 3, consistently in demand across generations of collectors. By those 3 points alone, Black Panther is for sure important and deserves to be a grail. Yes, it's not the first appearance. That honor goes to Fantastic Four, #52 from 1966. And yes, there's not a key event of a marriage or a death, but to have this historically significant book, especially with it being the first black solo story in mainstream comics and the art by Jack Kirby, that adds a little bit more factors to this play. There's always 2 sides of the story, so I know how I feel, but I do understand why the market, why collectors might not consider Black Panther #1 a grail. So these are the reasons why. #1, print run size. In the 1970s, Marvel was mass producing so many books, way more than the Silver Age. Even though a lot of them didn't survive in perfect condition, there's enough to meet, maybe even exceed normal demand. #2 is collector psychology. Most collectors consider Black Panther 1 a Bronze Age key, not a grail. And collectors, when they invest big, they usually choose scarcity and historical first. #3, cultural timing. Even with the release of Black Panther in 2018, Black Panther #1 didn't spike as much as Fantastic Four 52 or Jungle Book 5, the first appearance of Killmonger. To sum it up, the market respects it, but it doesn't worship it. Real quick, let me throw you a little curveball. Just because Black Panther #1 isn't considered a grail now, doesn't mean it's not going to be a grail later, and it's not worth owning now. First is Jack Kirby's art. In the late 70s, Jack Kirby was on the top of his game, and Black Panther #1 is bursting with Kirby, King Kirby type of creative energy. Another point is, market trends change. If the MCU keeps feeding this community with more content based on Black Panther, especially on Kirby's run, the interest could skyrocket. So, collector to collector, what I suggest, even though this isn't considered a grail, pick this book up right now. You can have a 48-year-old piece of history, iconic Marvel character, legendary art by Jack Kirby for under $100. So, is Black Panther #1 a grail? No, not by the community standards. It's not a first appearance, it's not scarce enough, and it doesn't have this top tier echelon like Amazing Fantasy 15 or Hulk 181. But it's culturally important, visually stunning, historically notable comic, and if you love Black Panther, I definitely suggest you getting this into your collection and consider it your own personal grail. Sometimes the best comic books aren't the ones that are worth the most, but are the ones that mean the most to you. So collect out of love. All right, comic book family, I need to know what you think. Does Black Panther #1 by Jack Kirby deserves to be a Grail, or is it just a cool legendary book? Drop your comment below. I really want to know what you think. And while you're there, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification thing. And as always, love, peace, wisdom, and strength. Peace.